Unfortunately, Mayor Scarpitti really wanted to come, and Deputy Mayor Heath, but Regional Council is going overtime. So they send their regrets, but they're very supportive of the House. And so I just wanted to, my name is Valerie Burke, I'm the local councillor, and I just wanted to say it's wonderful to see so many of you here today. I know that many of you are passionate for the, well obviously you're passionate for the House or you wouldn't be here, but many of you do so much for this House, and I wanted to first of all thank all of you for your commitment to maintaining and keeping this House so vibrant. We're here today to celebrate this magnificent sign, and we also have, as you know, with events and planning things, nothing ever goes exactly as you want it to go, but there are sometimes ways that you can make lemonade out of a lemon, so to speak. And so anyways, what happened was we actually got this booklet too as a result of the sign. And rather than print a whole lot of these booklets, we decided to print this little business card, which actually serves two purposes. It has a little scan code on the back, which you can use your smartphone or your BlackBerry, and it takes you right into the Heintzman House website, where you can actually read about the history of this sign, and you can book your event, because it's very important that people book their events here. That's the way that this House will stay financially strong and vibrant. The beauty of this sign is that with the many weddings that we have here, people can just come and they can glance at the photos, or they can linger a little bit more and just read all of the very interesting text. And I just wanted you to try to go back to the days when Anthony Hollingshead came and he cleared the 190 acres, and just imagine what it was like. I think that's the mystique about this beautiful house, is to think what it was like way back when Anthony Hollingshead had to clear the land of these massive trees, and he put in it was a small house, it wasn't like this, but and here it is today, the house is here today. I have to say that my favorite part about this sign is the fact that in 1959, when the subdivision came, the community was very concerned because the house was, there was a proposal to demolish the house, and I believe to put in a high-rise, that's what I heard. And the community rallied together under the leadership of Alan Sumner to save the house. And that spirit of volunteerism, of passion for this magnificent building has stayed true all these years. And it's evident here with the Heintzman House Board, and I'm so glad that many of the members of the Heintzman House Board are here today. I wanted to thank Bob Wilson, who's the acting chair. Thank you for coming, Bob. And the members of the Heintzman House Board, and also the Heintzman House Auxiliary. Marilyn Elric, if you can just wave, is here. And the Auxiliary does so much to make sure that the house is refurbished. They did the lounge, they did the bride's room, and they do it all by their craft shows, and I know there's been garage sales, and just so much work goes into keeping the house financially viable. The other thing is, with this sign and the booklet, it was a collaborative effort between the Heintzman House Board and members of SPOT, which is the Society for the Preservation of Historic Thornhill. And we have Judith Dawson here today from SPOT, who was part of the group that helped put the sign together, so I wanted to thank you, Judith, on behalf of SPOT. Now, I wanted to introduce Keith Thurgood and Helen Walters from Capstone Communications, because Keith and Helen, they actually did the research and put the sign together. magnificent. It's so imaginative. So at this point, I would like to ask you if you'd like to come up and say a few words.
You might have to get closer. I have a really quiet voice. When Helen and I were approached to develop the sign for the Heintzman House, we didn't know very much about the history. We thought maybe the Heintzmans had built it. We didn't know. We wondered, were there other stories sort of hidden behind the name? As we did our research to clear up some of the confusion from the research that was handed to us, because it was more than one history, and those histories didn't exactly coincide with each other. So as we were doing that, we discovered that the house was tied to the American Revolution, United Empire Loyalists, the early settlement of Thornhill, the War of 1812, and to even a prominent citizen of the big city southwards. The more we researched, the more we realized that average visitors to the house have no idea what an interesting story the house had to tell. While the main story is very much about the people who lived here, the architecture itself has a story to tell because it's a blending of 19th century, early 18th century architectural styles with mid-20th century. Now when we were doing it, we thought just for fun, what we would do is add little snippets of world history coinciding with the years when significant things happened in the development of the house. For instance, while Anthony Hollingshead, the first settler, was clearing that land, Lord Nelson was defeating the French fleet in the Napoleonic Wars. Here we were a little settlement, but the world was having huge actions elsewhere. We want to thank the City of Markham and the Board of Directors of the Heintzman House and Plaque for their assistance, and special thanks to Toinette Bazin, whose research was the greatest help of any of the research that we got to use. We're honored that the City and the Board of Heintzman House sought us out to help us create this educational sign for visitors to learn from and enjoy. We hope they'll be as surprised and delighted by what they read as we were by producing it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Keith. And I just realized I just wanted to point out that we have Councillor Alan Ho from Ward 6 here today, and thank you so much, Councillor Ho, for coming. We really appreciate that you've come all the way from Ward 6. It's a long way to come. We really appreciate your support today. And I just also, I also wanted to thank George Duncan from our Heritage Planning Department, who helped significantly with this sign. Thank you so much, George. And Reagan Hutchison, who is the head of Heritage Planning. Thank you very much, Reagan. And thank you for coming, Murray, from the city. The other person who was very instrumental in getting this sign and particularly just expediting things and cutting through, the red tape is our CAO, Andy Taylor. He was a big part of getting this done. Thank you for all your help. And we certainly had some hurdles to go through. It's just part for the course. I also wanted to thank Linda Irving from our staff. I don't see Linda here today, but she was also a big part of this, getting this sign. And corporate communications, our director, Dennis Flaherty, Diane, and Daphne, who helped a great deal. And last but not least, I'd like to thank my assistant, Laura Colangelo, who we had a bit of a last-minute struggle yesterday to deal with, but everything came through. And thank you so much, Laura, for the great help. There's one other person who, last but not least, I would like to give special thanks, is Barb Goldstein, because Barb and her husband Murph have done so much work to make sure that this house is what it is today, and just can't thank you enough for your passion and your volunteerism. And it was because of your suggestion that we have this today. So thank you so much, Barb.
You bet. And she's still on our auxiliary.
And she still is, and Marilyn, and also the auxiliary. We really thank you so much. I just hope that I haven't forgotten anybody, because I would hate to have forgotten to thank anybody, but I think I've covered all of that. At this time, we just would like to take the ribbon off, and we have, we're going to have cake and coffee. It's a local small business, the Vegan Danish Bakery in historic Thornhill, and that we supplied the cake. And it is a zero waste event today. So the city of Markham is endeavoring to, we've diverted a great deal. I know you've been dealing with clear bags lately. Everything can go into the green bin. The cups are made from corn. So this is a zero waste event. And trying to reduce our footprint that way. There's actually, I forgot there is one other person here I did forget. Christine Back.
Oh,
I just noticed you. You're so
Christine, because Christine was a big part of getting the sign and helping to organize the event.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Christine, for everything you do.
she's still taking video.
Christine is available for anybody if you wish to take a tour of the house after. If you would like to take a tour, Christine would be glad to provide a tour. And just one last thought, if you have a special event, please consider booking the Heintzman House. That's the way that we are keeping this house alive. It's the revenue that is generated to maintain the house. And once again, thank you very, very much. It's a very happy day. I hope that you can stay for a little while and socialize and enjoy being here.
Oh, thank you, Valerie.
We'll just take this off, and I just wondered if Bob, would you like to come up on behalf of the board?
Maybe not.
And Christine.
Including the Heintzmans of the Hamilton, the last family to reside in the mansion, except for the building. Our tour guide is Christine Banks.
We have way too many. You know what?